Hey there YouTube, this is Chaos Trooper 87 again, bringing you an update. I know it's been a while, but today I'm bringing you a special. I'm doing a double update. First, I'm bringing you an update to my Pandemonium Archfiend deck profile, and later I'll be doing Ojamas, and I'll be posting them all very shortly. Um, although they'll be posted by the time you see this, so I don't know why I said that. But anyway, um, I'm also doing this a little different. Instead of pulling the cards out and putting them away, I'm doing this from my tablet camera, so I don't have a stand. So I kind of had to do it with everything out. But it makes it nice so you can see everything all at once, because I think someone requested that. So I'll of course hover over every card. And but this is my updated version. As you can see, there are no synchros. I took Mass Chameleon out recently, just because I kept running into problems with him just like not really doing anything and just clogging up my hand with normal summons. And so I think, and the reason I haven't updated in a while is because I keep changing my decks like little bit by little bit, and I wasn't really sure like I was at a good point for a deck. But I'm pretty sure I'm at a good point for bringing you an update on Archfiends, or at least right now. So let's get into it. First, starting with the regular monsters, we have 3 copies of our big guy, Archfiend Emperor, the First Lord of Horror. I'm pretty sure I've explained the Archfiends before, but I'll just go over them really quickly again. First Lord of Horror. He's a 3000 attack monster, but he can be normal summoned at the cost of being destroyed in the end phase and having his attack and defense. You also can't special summon anything but fiends while he's on the field, as well as he also has his once per turn ability, where he can banish an Archfiend card, any Archfiend card, including spells and traps, from your graveyard to destroy one card your opponent controls. I like to get him and recycle him, like get him, normal summon him, let him blow him up, which activates Pandemonium, and then use Roar on Cavalry to recycle him in order to get a permanent 3000 Archfiend Emperor on the field. But yeah, that's him. Archfiend Eris, whenever she's a 1000 attack, level 3 Fiend, which means she's a tour guide target. And whenever she is sent to the graveyard because of a card effect or by a battle, you can search for any Archfiend card, including spells and traps, and add it to your hand, except for herself, and you cannot use her effect twice. You can only use her effect once per turn, which is kind of a weird limitation. I don't know why they just put that on there. It seemed a little arbitrary, but whatever. I like Eris. I have 3 Archfiend Cavalry. He's a 1900 level 4 Fiend, and whenever he'd be destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you get to special summon an Archfiend from your graveyard, except for himself, and it cannot attack the turn summoned. So, like, basically, like, Cavalry dies, effect goes off, you get Emperor back onto the field with a permanent 3000 attack, and he does not die, and then you start popping stuff. But he's my main target for Archfiend's Roar down here, because Archfiend's Roar will revive and then die in the end phase. So you bring out Cavalry, and then Cavalry will die, and then Cavalry will net you Emperor, and he gets to stay there. Next off, we have 2 Archfiend General. I'm blanking on the name. He is basically just a searcher for Pandemonium. You discard him from your hand to search for Pandemonium out of your deck, and if he's like Captain Gold, where he dies unless that field is on the field, isn't in play. Then next we have 3 tour guides, because we can run 3 now. Your main and only target, other than other tour guides, is Archfiend Eris, and your main rank 3s are Fortune Tune and Zen mains, because those are the only ones that activate Eris as an Xyz. But I like 3. Like, you can run 2 or 3, and also with Cavalry you can run 2 or 3. I'm preferring 3 right now just because it's a nice solid level 4 dark, which I'm kind of trying to focus on a little bit, just with making rank 4 Xyz. And just having more means you don't have to use resources out of your deck to get it out of your deck.
because even though I only need one copy in the graveyard for Roar shenanigans, I still need that one copy. And using Archfiend Emperor or Pandemonium searches on him, just kind of a waste. Um, but Armageddon Knight, I have two of. Basically, he sends you either send an Eris to activate and search, or you send a Zephyros or Stygian Street Patrol to do combo plays. One of my main ones that I've been doing a lot lately is just Armageddon Knight, send Zephyros, and with a Pandemonium in hand, play Pandemonium, bounce it, and then you can rank 4 Xyz. And usually what I make is Master Key Beetle, and then use its effect on Pandemonium, protect it. Stygian Street Patrol is a new one to the deck, and he is a bit like Zephyros, where it's just you get that one-time use thing out of your grave. But him, he has, whenever he's in the graveyard, you can banish him to special summon a 2,000 or less attack fiend from your hand. So I use all the extra fiends I've been searching through Pandemonium and Eris and just plop them on the field at once. Um, he also has a little burn effect when you destroy a monster of a battle, but the damage is so limited, it's really not worth noting. On to spells. We have 3 Pandemonium. It has 2 effects, one of which deals with the life point payment of Archfiends, which you can see I run none of, so I'm not going to talk about. The other effect, the effect that matters, is whenever an Archfiend is sent to the graveyard because he was destroyed by a card effect, you get to search a lower level Archfiend to add to your hand. So Emperor's dies, you get any either 3 or 4s. One of the 4s dies, you get an Eris, like that. And when we get Commander, or whatever he's called, as the next Challenger promo, which seems so far away right now, you can search that with Emperor because he's level 6, and then the level 6 will die, and you can get these. So it'll add a nice little bit of versatility to here. 2 Forbidden Lance. I don't run MST. I'm not really scared of face-ups in this deck so much that Emperor can't deal with on his own, or that I'm either kind of immune to or don't really care about. Like Vanity's Emptiness, I don't special summon a whole lot. Things like Kaiser Coliseum I can deal with Emperor, stuff like that. I run 1 Lightning Vortex as attack just as to discard extra cards, like if I draw Zephyros, if I draw Stygian Street Patrol, and such. I run 1 Archfiend's Palabyrinth, which is, so I have a 4th field spell in here. Palabyrinth it gives all fiend types a 500 attack, 500 defense boost, and then also if you control, basically if you have more than 1 fiend on the field, if you have an Archfiend monster, you can banish the other fiend to summon a same level Archfiend monster from your deck. And it's very limited to plays, and I don't really plan on using it that often. Like I said, it's very limited on what it can do, and that's why it's the inferior field spell. Don't let anyone tell you different. 1 Foolish Burial, just basically the same reason as Armageddon Knight's in here, except Foolish Burial is better, and I honestly wish I could use 3. 1 Dark Hole. Going here, we have Archfiend's Roar, which is you pay 500 life points to special summon an Archfiend from your graveyard, and then it cannot be tributed, and it's destroyed during the end phase. So basically, it can force activate Eris by searching. You can revive any Archfiend to Xyz away with, or like I said, any Archfiend, you can let it die, and then Pandemonium will activate, and you get the search. And then I also run 3 Fiendish Chain instead of any hand traps, just because I'd rather like Fiendish Chain here, just because I can also bounce Fiendish Chain back to my hand with Zephyros, which I've done a few times, which is really fun. 2 Mirror Force, a Compulse, Safe Zone, which I want more copies of, because I'm trying to make it a bit more Key Beetle focused, and I need a second Key Beetle too. I'll need to get those sometime soon, but it should be light change when I do that. 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential, and then 1 Tech Deck Devastation Virus in the main. I used to side both viruses as well as an Eradicator, but I decided to tech 1 in the main and put the other 2 in the side. See how that goes. That's the deck. On the extra, we have our 2 main rank 3s, Fortune Tune and Zen mains. which are the two that can actually activate Eris because they send Xyz materials as an effect rather than a cost. And personally, I think Fortune 2 is better, just because the can't be targeted thing. Zemnane's has so many ways around it right now, it's not even funny. But that's that. That's your opinion. That's up to you. Um, and Fortune 2, you really only need one copy of ever, just because he sends he sends level 3s in himself back into the respective decks. Just as my other utility rank 3s, I have a mech equipped, a Leviathan, and a Leviair. Going into rank 4s, I have the one Master Key Beetle, which like I said, I didn't need a second one of. One Evil Storm Nightmare, just because they're all level 4 darks, which is the same reason Master Key Beetle is in here, so Nightmare is just a nice tech. One Cowboy, one Maestro, whoa, I got too close there. One Lavable Chain, which activates Eris, by the way, so he actually has a nice use in here. One Abyss Dweller, one Daigusto Emerald, one Diamond Direwolf, one Photon Papper Operative, and then just for really shits and giggles, number 69, Heraldry Crest. Just as a one triple rank 3. I could see getting I could see a use for it, but I can't really see myself playing it that often, just because it's really hard for me to get level 4s on the 3 level 4s on the field. So that is the deck. Like I said before, let me know how this tablet video turned out, or I think I said before. I had to do this recording twice. But let me know how the tablet recording came out. If you prefer it over the video camera, let me know. I'll continue doing it this way. I'm going to do the Ajama this way as well. But and let me know what you guys think about the deck, and I will now record the Ojama one. So see you guys in a second.